So we've powered on the LG Smart TV. We've played with it for a while, so we're just going to give you a good look at the whole system. And once you turn it on, hitting the power button and remote control, this is actually the landing page. You can see you do have 4 panels, actually 3 on the screen. There's one more, and these panels all differ. They have the premium, which shows you all your let's go there. It shows you all your online contents like your Netflix, your MLB tuner. You can actually go down into them, or if you actually hit the plus sign on the top, it takes you right directly into the premium itself. We'll get into that in a second. You have your LG apps, which show you all the apps available, and you can get in to look for more apps. You do have your web browser, and finally this is your Smart Share, which is your DLNA section. I can tell you very much that LG's DLNA software is pretty much one of the best I have used. We'll get into that in a second, but let's continue with the whole overview. At the bottom, you do have your search and LG app section, as well as spaces to add save apps to the lower bottom, and of course you have your my app section. On the top, you can sign out and also go into setup. Now you use the buttons on the remote control, which I'll show you later on. Basically, by just hitting the green button, I can go into the setup. Shows you my setup screen, which you can change your display. Check out the display ratio, what's the display mode, and things like that. You can also change your language. Check out your audio settings. I'm using HDMI, sample frequency rate. I'm moving around with the directional pad on the remote control. Network, we can either go wireless or wired. I'm actually running a wireless setup right now, and works very well. And others just show you other settings like your DivX, your pointer for your browser and things like that. To head back, you hit the back button on the remote control. Takes you back here. Signing out, basically it's all about the LG apps. I'm signed into that, so basically so I can have my app saved. So even if I lose the my LG Smart TV box has a problem, or I go to an LG TV that has Smart TV, I can always sign in and re-download the apps I want. So let's go into each segment, starting with premium. Like I said, you can easily scroll down to basically the top premium. Here we have Pandora, YouTube, VTuner, which is actually a radio service, MLB, and Netflix. Or we can go into it, as it's in the center in the remote control, and that takes us to our premium section, where we can still also go into the LG apps anytime we want to download apps. But here we have Netflix, Cinema Now, Napster, Aceto, we do have AccuWeather, Picasa, YouTube, and coming soon means more apps will be coming soon. I know Hulu will be coming, not sure exactly when, and things like that. So you can go in here and you can use any of the different applications to stream live video content or music or things like that are off on the web. So this is a section for you there. It works pretty well. I'm not going to go into it, but I can tell you it actually does work. Although you can see the load times, the standard load time you get from going in is the same thing you get from going to each app. So it pretty much works that way with load time. So we can go there, or we can actually go out, or we can actually go from here down to the LG apps, which is the next segment we were looking at, which is the next card, sorry. And again, it takes about a few seconds to load up. And we're now in the LG App Store. So basically this is the basic app store. You do have your hot, new, and paid apps. So far these are all the apps that are available. LG said there will be apps coming out throughout the year, so giving them the benefit of the doubt, though I am a little saddened that these are the only apps they have and there's nothing matching, you could say, other content providers. But if you go into games, it shows you the 2 game apps there. You can go into entertainment, you can go into live, and of course if you hit the yellow button on the remote control, that takes you to your apps, whatever apps you've downloaded. Or you can go back to all apps, or we could just hit the home button and go back to home, which is what we're doing now. So we're back to home, and again, even though it's the icon is over the premium apps, the premium section, we did go into the LG apps. Now let's check out the web browser. Again, the web browser is basic. It's simple. It's a little cumbersome to use because there is no keyboard on this remote control. LG will be releasing an app for Android devices that you can actually use your Android device as a keyboard and mouse. So look at the browser on the top. You do have your URL, favorites, and history. You also have a cursor that you can move around with using the touch sensitive center button on the remote control, which you can go to different things. So I can go here to the URL, I can go to the favorites. It's a little cumbersome to use because it's just kind of hard to move around. I have the history, and of course I gotta hit the back button to head back. To add to favorites, you hit the blue button on the remote control and you're pretty much there. So we do have a favorite. You can see Booredatwork is saved as a favorite there. I'm just going to show you the on-screen keyboard here quickly before I jump back to favorites. So I go to URL, and that's just a keyboard, and basically you move around with the cursor, typing on different keys to get to what you want, but that will take us some time. So let's go back to favorites, go to Booredatwork, and just to give you a good look at the browser. Now the home button, the certain buttons like zoom, zoom out, favorites, as well as going back to home on the browser are all the colored buttons on the remote control, and different buttons do different things, so it helps you navigate on an easier path. Now while this is still loading, it doesn't actually support flash, so you don't get flash. To scroll down, the easiest way is to use the directional pad to move down all the way. It's taking some time here, so you can see how the browser is. Hopefully it gets updated and it becomes fast and speedy, and also with the app that comes out, it'll be easier to actually navigate the browser well. So the browser is very basic, nothing fantastic to say, but it allows you to go on the web on your TV, your older HDTV set. So that's pretty much the browser here. Alright, so we've checked out the browser. Now the Smart Share. Smart Share is your DLNA service, movies, photos, music. Like I said, this is the best part of the LG Smart TV upgrader because, for one, it easily finds every single computer or media DLNA certified device on your network. So if I actually just enter into that, I can either select movies, photos, or music. So let's check out movies, and the other thing to mention, it supports almost, so as far as I've tested, every single file format I've tried: MKV, MP4, DivX, Xvid, you name it. It plays almost everything. So I'd say this is one of the best. So if you go into movies, for instance, already you can see showing up. That's Bankai PC is my desktop PC. Has my Ready Share already there. Of course, has the PC itself. That was also this desktop PC on Media Player. Now, it's USB is basically if something's connected to the USB, via USB to the Smart TV upgrader. Now it has the MyDitto, which is the MyDitto home server, and it has the disk, which are all the different computers connected to that network. So those are the 3 computers right now that connect to the MyDitto live at this moment. It shows them, and they are not on the network directly. 2 of them are actually away somewhere else, but not on the direct network, but it actually shows it up, so which is pretty good. Now this is the MyDitto disk itself. It tells you it's on the wireless connection, so it, streaming playback may not be that great. Hit enter again. Now it shows you your movies, music, pictures. Now nothing will show up on pictures and music because you're in the movie section, but if you go into movies, it will show you all the different movies and things like that, and I can assure you these files play very, very well. I just don't need to play video files, but I can show you that, and it works well. I think this is one of the best features of the DLNA section, or at least the smart section on the Smart TV upgrader, which is just fantastic. It works very well. It's almost hard to describe, but I'm telling you, it works very, very well. So overall, this is just a quick look at the device. If we just go down, I know I didn't show you the search options, but basically when you do search, that's what comes up. It's not here yet, so hopefully we'll see more with software updates. My apps also have, this is basically talking about the apps I've downloaded, just showing you how it looks like. which I haven't downloaded any. As you see, the selection is small, but basically it shows that you have about 450 megabytes for app space, and it shows you all your apps you have. It all be downloaded below, and you put your favorite apps in the 4 slots on top. You can edit them out, things like that. But there are a few things I mentioned in the video I couldn't show you initially, but these are the color controls you saw on screen. So basically, these are the action controls you could use for signing in, going to your settings, going to managing your apps and things like that. So these are the color prompts that you can use, and of course, this is actually a little touch sensitive clickable button that you can use as a cursor in the web browser, but it's a simple remote. It works very well. Now the LG Smart TV upgrader is it's a very good device. I mean, aesthetically it looks great. It fits very well in the living room. It's small, which is nice. Things that I liked about it, like I said, the DLNA feature set is fantastic and the best on the market. I can clearly tell you that. So if you're looking for a DLNA capable device for your living room, for your home, to stream media content, this is actually the best device I have used. On other aspects, the streaming TV apps, the Netflix, Hulu, I mean, no, it's not Hulu, Hulu's not available yet, but Netflix, Vudu, Pandora, all the services work very well, and it's a very good addition to it. The part where it's lacking, the LG App Store itself, it has, as you could see, very few apps, not a lot to go with. Hopefully that would work. Will increase in the future. The good thing about the LG Smart TV is that the things that there is lacking with the LG App Store and the browser are things that are fixable with software updates, and you can improve. The only one thing, I mean, the other thing I actually would hope LG does in the future with further smart TV upgrades is allow for HDMI-in as well as HDMI out, so you can actually toggle between live TV and your internet or web enhanced TV through the smart TV upgrader. So if that was something that they do in a different model or future model, that would be fantastic, so that you can have the experience of not switching sources on your TV, but also just simply having your live TV separate into a segment, if you will. But overall, I did like it. I still say it's a solid device. It's priced at $129.99 MSRP. But I'm sure you could probably find it a little cheaper. Who knows? But overall, it's a solid device. Again, I like the size. I like the DLNA functionality. It is the best. I will go buy that, and I would personally buy it for that alone. That's just me. But overall, it's a solid device. So if you guys have any questions, any comments, let us know. Don't forget to subscribe to all our pages on Twitter, Facebook, as well as YouTube, and also hit us up on the website Booredatwork with 2 O's. So this is Thundy from Booredatwork saying thank you, and always enjoy your entertainment.